Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yeah, baby, and guess what? We're moving backwards through the letter M, and we've made it to Martinu. And boy, have I got a lot of Martinu. This is going to be an extensive series of videos, and I hope you'll stick with it, because he's an absolutely amazing composer who wrote masterpieces in just about every genre, and who gets very little attention because people don't pay attention to every genre, and people don't think that, composers still exist who are that versatile, who could write masterpieces in every genre. But he was, and he did, and we're starting with vocal music. Some really wonderful vocal music, an opera, believe it or not. Yes. First, we have this delicious disc on Superfon, Song Cycles, Magic Nights, Nipponari, which are Japanese songs, and The Spectre's Bride. Now, the Magic Nights are, they're from Chinese texts, and they're translated by Hans Bethke, the German guy. I mean, these are done in Czech, but, he was the guy who did the text for Das Lied von der Erde, who translated those poems. Same guy! This doesn't sound like Das Lied von der Erde. These are lovely, lovely songs, exquisitely orchestrated. So you've got the Chinese ones, the Japanese ones, and The Spectre's Bride. It's the same story as Dvorak's The Spectre's Bride. You know the story. Bride wants boyfriend. He's off to war. She blasphemes in some strange way. He shows up. He's really a ghost. He grabs her and he snatches her, and they drive across the country, and he takes her to the charnel house, the dead body place at the cemetery, and is about to claim her, and she prays to the Virgin Mary, and the sun comes up, and she's rescued, and okay. The spirits go away. That's the story. Now, Martinu gets it done in 70 minutes. Dvorak takes about an hour and 20. Dvorak's is a full-blown choral cantata. This is a much more abbreviated version of the tale, but it's the same tale. So this is wonderfully sung by, Jana Markova and Dagmar Petskova and Lubica Rybao. I'm not even going to try. Why should I? Seriously, I was going to get it wrong anyway. Jerzy Bielotravek is the conductor with the Prague Symphony Orchestra, and it's just lovely, and it's probably out of print forever. And I know it's sad. Why do I keep trying? Martinu, the Epic of Gilgamesh. Well, this is a masterpiece. And fortunately, this was first released on Marco Polo, but it's marvelous. It's with the Slovak Philharmonic under Zdeněk Kozler. So we know we're going to get a good performance. And we do. It's in 3 parts, about 18 minutes each. It's not long, but it's really nifty. I mean, it's spooky and primal, and it really deserves to be performed a lot. If you're going to do Belshazzar's Feast or Carmina Burana, you can do the Epic of Gilgamesh. I mean, it can be popular. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. So that's fun. Then we've got these operas, The Miracle of Mary. It's a cycle of 4 operas. It's not exactly The Ring. Let's not kid ourselves. But they are The Wise and Foolish Virgins, Marikin of Nimege, and The Nativity, and Sister Pascalina, like Suor Angelica. They're all stories about miracles involving the Virgin Mary, and it's a beautiful work, a just delightful, sensitive, exquisite little piece. One is a drama in one act, one is a miracle in one act, one is a pastoral in one act, and one is a legend in one act. They're 4 one-act numbers. Really an original and fascinating piece of music. This is also with Bielotravek and a bunch of soloists who they don't even bother to list because none of us can pronounce them. Mara Mrazova and Markova and Krotat Vilova and Depoltava and Zhitek Kustner and Jedlichka and Prussia. And oh, good God. It's just impossible. Julieta, Martinu's operatic masterpiece, or a dream book, a book of dreams. This is so cool. Such an amazingly wonderful story. It's about a traveling salesman who goes to a town where nobody has memories. and they all want each other's memories. They're all trying to find their memories. And it turns out, I mean, it's all kinds of surrealistic stuff goes on. I mean, he murders Julieta. He's looking for Julieta. That's what he's doing. And she's sometimes there and sometimes not. And he thinks he kills her. And it's a whole thing. And the third act takes place in the Bureau of Dreams. And it turns out that he's actually asleep and he's dreaming this whole thing, and he has to wake up, because if he doesn't wake up, he's going to be trapped in his dream forever. But he decides to continue to pursue Julieta and remain in the realm of dreams. And so as soon as he makes that decision, the opera, poof, he's back with the beginning of the opera, and it all repeats all over again. It's wonderful. It's just a wonderful piece. And this is really the best recording of it. It's been done now since, but we still need a fully modern, fabulous recording of this opera. I mean, the sound here is boxy and a little bit limited. This was recorded in, what was it, give me a date, 65. And it's not, it's under Yaroslav Krumboltz, and with the, with the orchestra, the National Orchestra of the Prague Theater, Prague National Orchestra. It is a masterpiece, and it's so uniquely Martinu about his music. It's full of dream states and hallucinatory qualities, and it's just perfect. Then we've got, The Three Wishes, an opera film in 3 acts, the world premiere recording under Václav Nosek with the Brno Janáček Opera Orchestra and a whole bunch of Czech people with no vowels in their names. Actually, they do have some vowels, but it doesn't help. So, we'll just, this is a selection. It's actually not the whole thing, but it's excerpts, 70 minutes worth. I can't go into the story. You just aren't going to get it. Then we've got The Greek Passion. This is in English. Charles Mackerras, one of the earliest digital recordings, actually, of anything, on Supraphon. And it's beautiful. John Mitchison, Helen Field, John Tomlinson. There are a couple versions of this opera. There was an original and then a revision, and this is supposedly the original, and then the revision has also been recorded fairly recently. It's upstairs somewhere. I know I have it. It's another masterpiece. It's a wonderful opera. It's about an innocent shepherd who becomes more and more Christ-like, and as he does, he incurs the enmity of his community, and they wind up killing him, and you know the story. But it's really a beautiful and strange work. It's, I think, Martinu's last opera, one of them. I think it was that one, and what was the other one? Ariane, that he wrote for Maria Callas, the one-act opera. But it's still lovely, and definitely fabulously recorded and performed. I mean, it's really, really cool. So that was a major happening. And then Comedy on the Bridge and Alexander Biss, 2 one-act comedies. Actually, one of these I think was written for television. Comedy on the Bridge is about 2 warring parties who, meet each other on the bridge. That's what happens. They meet on a bridge. And Alexander Biss, and I forget totally what the plot of that's about, but I remember the music, and it's wonderfully warm and witty, and they both are, actually. Martinu's dramatic music, and his ballets too. I mean, they're on all kinds of interesting plot lines and interesting stories, and they deserve some serious attention, which I can't give them here. I really can't. I mean, I enjoyed getting to know these pieces. I tend to prefer his orchestral and chamber works because, that's my thing. But there is major, major work here, and these deserve to be taken seriously. It's an extraordinary body of dramatic music. It really is. So there you have it, my friends. Keep on listening, and more Martinu is coming. A lot more. Take care.